skate scene for a minute, then you are already probably familiar with the name Linnpower. They have been one of the leading designers in the gear drive system, working with companies like Meepo and Acetec. Linnpower has been crafting amazing CNC parts for other companies as well too, really building a name that is synonymous with reliability. And with all this knowledge of parts and configuration, Linnpower has gone ahead and taken the next step and created this. The Evolution Mk1, a lightweight urban mountain assault vehicle that also has street capabilities and obviously is geared for off-roading as well. A fantastic step into the direction of mountain boarding, but also with the DIYers in mind. Let's go ahead and dive into these specs. This is a very impressive deck that I've seen in a minute. 9 layers with a snowboarding manufacturer technology inside of this thing. It's a firm but flexible ride. Reason being for the durability and resilience is that they actually want you to use this for off-roading needs. Hitting jumps, ripping down the road, and even using bindings. We'll get to that in a second. The length being a total of 38 inches and the width at the widest part being a little under 11 inches. This board is a absolutely fantastic platform that leads to a very comfortable ride feel overall. With the almost neoprene-like material on top here, you can feel and hear the difference. The deck has an incredible ride feel overall and honestly feels like a snowboard, giving you that ability to really hit those wapas and those carves with eating up the bumps in the road. I mean, the flexibility here, as you can see, even with the incredible flexiness and sturdiness of it all, it does support my 220-pound body. And have no issues with that whatsoever. And obviously now to have the Stick of Truth reveal what this deck is all about, I can't remember thank you, appreciate that. So yes, as you can see here, the incredible flat deck, thank you, got it, thank you. You're good, bye, okay. Anyways. And at first glance, you might say, wow, this is a really wide flat deck, and you'd be kind of right. The thing is that Linnpower really paid attention to the actual foot placement and little tiny flares that you have on the edges here. And the Stick of Truth reveals here that it actually has almost like a snowboard-like stance, which I truly love. It's got a little bit of a thinner in core. It has these beautiful foot pockets right here that gives you a heel-toe edge to grab onto. So it's not feeling like you're totally on a flat pancake. It's actually very well done, and the concave is honestly very confidence-inducing for off-roading needs without bindings. As you can see here, heel-toe edge, it does give you a very nice little tiny concave. Not a W, just a concave. And then as you get towards the middle here, it flattens back out. So that little tiny lip raise here and here for your heel-toe gives you a very nice, comfortable, confidence-inducing ride feel on a very wide deck. I mean, great. I have a size 11 shoe. I never once felt like my foot was overhanging by any stretch of the means on this thing, so fantastic at that point. One of the other great features of this deck is that it has embedded structures allowing you to pre-mount your bindings on here. No more worries about drilling through your deck or having your enclosure have any potential water leaks. This is already pre-mounted and bounced inside there, allowing you to have the ability to just strap on bindings when you need it or remove them when you don't, and you don't have to worry about water getting inside of there. The other thing is that these mounting holes for the trucks were actually featured with DIYers in mind, giving you 2 different options for mounting the trucks on here, giving you 2 different wheelbases, but also pre-drilled holes for any Trampa users out there as well too. So if you're looking to go ahead and get this board, slap on your own style trucks, you can do that right out of the get-go without having to worry about drilling through the deck. All right, let us now go ahead and flip over this deck to get to the awesome enclosure and battery that's inside of here. Safety and reliability were the words that they wanted to go through when they started creating this brand new battery pack style system. And this is important, very important to the company. With a complete redesign of the standards of the battery pack, Linnpower has actually designed the battery pack around the cell itself. The Samsung 50S setup has an incredible battery with the release points for the nickel strips allowing it to maintain full contact and no solder welds to break. This is giving way to a very flexy but yet structurally sound deck. So there are actually 2 different versions of the Evo out, the main differences being the battery pack and the drivetrain. So we'll go ahead and talk about the battery right now. This is the Evolution Lite, a 14S 3P Samsung configuration with 756 watt-hours or 15 amp-hours of power. This thing is an absolute beast. Lightweight, powerful enough to go ahead and get you where you need to go. The Pro version is a 14S 4P, same Samsung 50S cells, giving you a 1000 watts of power, which is absolutely insane, but needed for off-roading needs. This is the ESC, and the ESC is actually a 9028 series from Hobbywing. Completely custom designed 14S 90 amp phase controller inside of here, delivers incredibly smooth power as we expect, but they've also tweaked with the power braking on here too, so giving you very, very strong brakes, which is also great for any downhill descents or needing to stop on a dime. The simple touches around the board are what give this board a subtle nod to excellence. The ESC heatsink is a CNC'd aluminum 6061 to match the grip tape up top there, and is just honestly a gorgeous hint. With Linnpower and Hobbywing laser etched on the inside of this with the black anodized, it's just a classic looking ESC. And honestly, it's just a really gorgeous looking ESC. These are the custom Hobbywing 6370 155 kV motors, and these things are superior in reliability and power. With incredible power and responsiveness from these motors, this can go up to 39 miles an hour, and it's a lot of power. And more importantly enough, the redesigned ESC gives you an incredible amount of stopping power as well too. So stopping on a dime is no issue whatsoever. The other big difference between the light version and the pro version is the belt drive, which is what I have, versus the gear drive. Linnpower is known for their gear drive and their reliability, but the belt system has been absolutely welcomed, in my personal opinion. With a 4.0 gear ratio, it gives you plenty of power and top end speed and low end torque. Just a great overall. But these motors and drivetrain give you enough power to go ahead and get up even the toughest of slopes. A couple grassy knolls for me here with some pretty steep angles allowed me to get up the hill no problem at 100 kilos or 220 pounds. And the power delivery is really smooth, especially on road, letting you whop-ha all over the place. At nearly 17.9 inches in length, these channel trucks give you incredible off-roading capability, but don't let that deter you. These things have some incredible wah-paw factor. Those 12mm axles and that 7075 aluminum CNC'd truck system, it is a very strong system, allowing you to handle off-road capabilities, but obviously designed with so much more intent here. The actual integrated bushings that will never detach and give you a much more precise steering control overall, and allows you to have even tighter turning radius as well too. They come with 75 white A in the front and 85A in the rear. It's not double kingpin turning performance, but it's definitely pretty decent for wide channel trucks, and I must say so myself. The great thing about these design trucks as well too is that they were actually intended to be using Riptide's LaCroix style bushings. So you can even swap this out for something that doesn't fit your needs with this. You can go ahead and pick up a set of Riptides for these as well too. Love Riptide as a company. And here's something that when I first told about, I know it's so simple, but I was like, ooh, that's a good idea. And Linnpower was really looking for that safety and reliability. These two mounting screws that actually hold the bushings in place here too have a nylon ring up top here that allows you to tighten into that won't actually loosen over rough terrain. So whether you're off-roading or hitting a few potholes or whatever it may be, this actually has a nice safety feature inside of there that won't back out, so you don't have to worry about these bushings becoming loose over time. So you don't have to worry about Loctiting it to death or even having to constantly adjust your bushing setup. So great feature inside of here. They wanted to go ahead and make sure that these are field strippable using a standard T-tool skate tool to unhinge these, and the 22x22 C-clamp allows infinite possibilities to go ahead and rotate this wherever you want in that sense. And with Linnpower's newest quick release hub system on here, this allows you to field strip your tires if need be and very quickly replace any tubes or tires. And with the ability to fit a 6.5, a 7-inch, an 8-inch, or a 9-inch tire on these, you can go ahead and have infinite custom abilities for your ride style. These hubs are fantastic, and with the 9-inch though, you do have to get a different ring adapter. Pretty cheap as well too, but slapping that on there allows you to fit 9 inches on here really easily and really quickly. It's just a very good step in the right direction for field replacement hub. And there are two bearing seats inside of the hubs as well, a 22mm and a 28mm, making these compatible with 8mm, 10mm, or even 12mm axles. So really, again, these can be used on a plethora of different boards available in the market. Remotes. So this is a Hobbywing remote, and 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 they're all the same. And that's great. They're all the same shape, same size, and you can tell the difference between stickers even, and maybe some laser etched names that are on there as well too. But they all feel the same size. It's okay. Linnpower went one step further, and then another step further, and then another step further, until they came up with this. This is the custom designed CNC'd aluminum rim with the double barrel precision inside there as well too, allowing reliability and durability in a remote. The scroll wheel is a CNC'd machine from 6061 aluminum, featuring a double bearing fixation for precision smooth controlling, allowing you to really dial in your needs there. And it just looks fantastic. There are even silicone buttons added on here as well too, giving you a better tactile feel overall and durability as far as waterproof. And if you look at just the quality of just the remote itself, then you know that's going to go ahead and even trickle down into what the board is as well too, or vice versa. Either way, incredible remote for an incredible board. So this being the light version of the Evolution Mk1, the battery system on here was a 14S 3P configuration. Now with my 100 kilo-pound or 220 pound body riding a lot of off-roading and on-roading, I got an average of 21 miles of range. Now that doesn't seem like a lot, but you have to take in a lot of factors here. One, I was doing primarily off-roading riding. Two, the 8-inch tires do eat up a ton of range as well too, giving you an incredible amount of clearance for off-roading, but understand that it does take away a lot of that battery chunk. The on-roading though, this thing was brilliant. Smooth, powerful, great delivery, and honestly, just a really fun board to ride. Now the one thing I can say is that the 14S 4P with the gear drive, the Pro version, will definitely give you more oomph and more range. At over 1,000 watt hours of power and 20 amp hour battery, it's definitely worthwhile looking into and maybe even considering that one. Linnpower has been in the game now for some time. They have crafted some of the best components for eSkate and have finally now taken the dive in releasing their first board. This board has been an absolute blast to ride and truly has some incredible features like the built-in binding mounts, a deck system that allows for multiple types of trucks to be mounted to it, and an incredible battery system. Now, if you are considering the Evo Mk1 light belt drive version, it will be starting at $11.99. That is a fantastic price, and with the discount code down below, you can actually save yourself off even more money. The Pro gear drive version with the larger battery will be starting at $14.99. Again, with the same discount code, you can go ahead and get yourself a few bucks off as well, directly supporting the channel. Overall, guys, I think it's a fantastic board, and if you are looking for an incredible DIY-inspired, fantastic components, and just overall enjoyable mountain board style, this is definitely one to consider. If you guys haven't yet, go ahead, thumbs up this video, click that subscribe button down below if you want to see more content like this, and obviously guys, as always, make sure you wear your helmet. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.